The intellectuals and historians of India have written tomes about the Sufis and how one of them specifically, Amir Khusrau, promoted communal harmony. In fact, he is called the epitome of what these intellectuals call the Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb. So today, let's talk about him. And what a great champion he was of the social and communal harmony. The story is about him and his friend Alauddin Khilji. Khusrau was actually a contemporary and a friend of Khilji, and in fact he wrote a book on Khilji and his exploits. The book was titled Khaza'inul Fateh, which means the booty of war. The Qazi of Alauddin Khilji wanted Khilji to levy jizya on the Hindus. But Khilji was not really happy with just one levy. So he came up with the three-pronged taxes on Hindus. The first one was 50% tax on all they produce. Everything that was grown by a Hindu, he had to pay 50% to Khilji. The second was a tax on all the milking animals, cows and sometimes goats, which the families kept to help them keep alive in the worst of droughts. He taxed those animals as well. Third, a dwelling tax. Now remember, we are not talking about DLF constructing 3 or 4 BHKs in those days. These were the homes that the families had lived for centuries, probably millennia. He wanted to actually tax those dwellings and houses as well. So basically he put a heavy and unbearable tax on the very survival of the Hindus. They produce the milk and the homes. So if you were Hindu, your survival was almost impossible during Khilji's time. But Amir Khusrau was not really happy with all this that Khilji had done. Do you know why? Just think. Let us actually see it in Khusrau's own words. Happy Hindustan, the splendor of religion, where the law finds perfect honor and security. The whole country, by means of the sword of our holy warriors, has become like a forest denuded of its thorns by fire. Islam is triumphant. Idolatry is subdued. Had not the Sharia law granted exemption from death by the payment of poll tax, the very name of Hind, root and branch, would have been extinguished. This is the extract from his book Ashika, which was translated by Andrew Boston in his book titled The Legacy of Jihad. So you see, Khusrau was angry at Khilji not because he had put Hindus through such heavy burden of 3 taxes, but because that burden was the reason Hindus were still able to survive despite those taxes. His idea, Amir Khusrau's idea of Hindustan, was a country without the Hindus. He was angry at Khilji because he had put taxes on the Hindus and not the sword. Now close your eyes and put yourself in the place of a Hindu at that time, and then try and understand the mindset of Khusrau as he says all of this in prose and poetry. Who was Khusrau really? Does bigoted psychopath sound right?